I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios and now Matterport. And I'm here today with Mark Zoltak, and Mark is Broker Associate at Liberty Realty. Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you, Lucy?
Great. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for taking your time. I would like to talk today about marketing strategy for every property. I understand you have professional photography and Matterport on just about, well, professional photography on every single listing and Matterport on just about every listing. Does it help you in selling the property and in getting other listings with that marketing?
Matterport is essential to my business. Matterport has actually helped me get listings and meet potential sellers that I didn't even know were viewing my properties. And I had an experience just recently where one of the people who I ended up listing his property, he saw the work that Matterport, that VHT Matterport did, professional photographs and Matterport tour on a listing nearby him, contacted me immediately, and we spoke, and I listed his property. And after he had gone through lots of other realtors and he had not been satisfied, he chose to work with me, and we closed the deal within 3 or 4 months. Not an easy deal. It was difficult for many reasons, but what drew him to me initially was the photography that he viewed that was taken through VHT Matterport. And I've come to rely on VHT Matterport to take photos, Matterport tours, floor plans for all of my listings, listings for sale. And now I manage many properties, and so I've spoken with many of the owners of these properties and impressed upon them the importance of great photography, Matterport tours, and especially because of the COVID situation, and it's essential to have a Matterport tour now, if possible, for rental listings, especially in Hoboken and in this area.
And Hoboken rentals are quite pricey. It may be not Manhattan, but it's very close and it's right across the river. And a lot of people would rather live in Hoboken and just go to Manhattan when they want to. But the atmosphere here is it's cozy, yet it's a city atmosphere with all the restaurants. Let's talk about your management side of the business when you manage your properties. For rentals, I do think it's important, and especially floor plans also, because if you have a tenant who doesn't let you in, but you know that it's going to be vacant in another 3 months or so, it's the best way to advertise.
It sure is. And my recent business and recent rentals, probably 75% of those listings that I put on the market were with VHT initiated floor plans and photography and or Matterport tours. And it gives me a leg up on everybody.
And what about floor plans? Do you incorporate them in your print material? Are you using your floor plans like interactive floor plan tour?
I'll use interactive floor plan tours, or just a simple floor plan attached to, say, a Zillow advertisement, is a great aid in giving potential renters an idea of what it's going to be like to put their furniture in and how the setup might appeal to them. So yes, the interactive, some of the bigger listings, some of the more expensive listings, and with 2 floors and that type of thing, Matterport is essential. But for some of the simple listings, a 3 or 4 room apartment, a simple floor plan will do. But it really is something that people are asking for.
What about your sellers? How do they feel about the Matterport that you are offering to sell their property?
Well, the sellers are very well educated, and they understand these things, and they expect these things. So when I initiate my listing appointments with them, oftentimes they'll bring up the need to do a Matterport tour. They understand it as Matterport 3D, and this is something they expect. So we're always on the same page going in, especially with the younger sellers who are very internet savvy. When we meet, it's a subject that comes up in the first minutes of our conversation.
Okay.
And luckily, I have a great team of support at with VHT Matterport. Fantastic rep, and George Stakanis, who is
he's our area sales
who
manager.
is an area sales manager, and he is attentive to every need. And by taking care of my needs as a realtor, he's taking care of my clients and my customers' needs. And that's, to me, has been an essential part of my experience with my clients and with Liberty Realty, who has been a tremendous support to our interaction with Matterport. Liberty chips in and makes it easy for me to provide this service.